saying? If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to do what God say, all these things are going to start happening to you. All these, now think about it, this 2,000 years before it happened. Moses telling these people this 2,000 years before it actually happened. He just said, hey, if you don't want to do what the Father say, you're going to be cursed. These are things that's going to happen to you. You can do what he say, and you're going to be blessed. If you don't do what he say, you're going to be cursed. So what you think we chose? If you look at the state of our people today, which one you think we chose? You think we blessed? We chose to be cursed. Exactly. Read.
No, go back. Go.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What's the next verse?
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city.
Now he's saying you're going to be cursed in the city. So you got to think about, we in Birmingham. But if I go to Atlanta, if I go to Miami, anywhere, who's going to be at the bottom of that city? Who's going to be the most powerful in that city? Black people. Who going to be in the projects? We call it the hood. Who going to be in the hood? We are. We are. Cursed in the city. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Now look at this right here. Who was cursed in the field? Who was cursed in the field? We was cursed in the field. Went through slavery, right? In slavery, that's how we lost our nationality. We lost our heritage in slavery, right? We started calling each other African American. We started calling each other Puerto Rican. We started calling each other all these names right here. These are your slave master gave us these names. God gave you these names, right? God called you Judah. White man call you African American, or the world say you are either a Negro, African American. It's been changed so many times. Back in the 50s, we was called colored. Right. Then we was called Negro. Right. So like, okay, which one is? Then as time went on, we were Afro-Americans. Now we African Americans. Right. So how is it that your nationality changes? Because it's not your nationality. If I ask a Chinese man, hey, where you from? He gonna say Ching Chang Chao, the Shing Shai village in Sun Ching, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't know exactly where he from. I ask black people where they from, they gonna say I'm from Africa. Right. Okay, where about in Africa? There's over 3,000 tribes in Africa. Where exactly are you from in Africa? We don't know our history. We don't, because why? This happened to us. We did not want to listen to God, so we had to go through this. Right? We had to go through slavery. We had to be beaten, raped, robbed, stole our heritage, stole. That's what happened. Read.
Give me 48.
Verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them?
The Lord shall send against thee.
He said, since you don't want to serve me, you ever heard the time, I know one time, you ever heard a mom or a father say, hey, if you don't want to obey by the rules in my house, you can hit the streets.
Straight up.
That same thing God saying.
Right.
The same thing. If you don't want to go by my rules in my house, you can get out. Hey, bro, where you going?
I got to go to work, twin.
Hey, man, today the Sabbath day, bro. All right, look. If you don't want to do what I say, you can get out. Listen, read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
So it said the Lord gonna send enemy against us in hunger, right? When we hungry, who we buy our food from? Who we gotta buy our food from? Who own the grocery stores? Who own the grocery store? It ain't just the white man though. You got Arabs, and it ain't just the white man that had us in slavery. Every other nation had the Israelites in slavery. You ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade?
Bring it out.
It was more brutal than the Atlantic slave trade. That was Arabs. The Arabs had us in slavery.
Right.
Way more brutal. The Japanese, the Asian Koreans had us in slavery. Everybody had us into slavery, bro. Every nation had us into slavery.
Right.
But it ain't just we just talking about the white man. But I don't want you to think it's just the white man. Read.
And in want of all things.
He said you're gonna serve your enemies in hunger and thirsty. When we thirsty, where we go buy our water from? Store. Who own that store? Our enemies. Exactly. We don't own that stuff. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So he's gonna put a yoke of iron on our neck until we have been destroyed. When we were destroyed in slavery, we came out of slavery calling our last name is Smith, Johnson, Jones. Those are our slave master's name, right? Those are our slave master's last name. Read.
Verse 49.
Go to 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
He said he's gonna bring us into Egypt just means slavery. I'm gonna bring you into slavery again, this time the meaning of travel is going to be what? Because remember, we walked out of Egypt the first time. Part of the Red Sea, we walked. He said, I'm going to bring you into slavery again. So you don't want to listen? I'm going to bring you into slavery again, but this time I'm going to use cargo slave ships. Read.
Right. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said there, look at right here. Will we not put on auction blocks and sold to our enemies? Our mothers, our fathers, our kids were sold like dogs. Yeah, that happened to us. And this documented history. We just reading it out the Bible. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
For slave man and slave woman. Read.
and no man shall buy you.
It said ain't nobody gonna be able to save you out of this captivity. When I put you into this, when you come over here to America, no man is gonna be able to save you. Think about who tried to save us. How old y'all? Y'all like in y'all 20s? So you think about back in the day, you had Martin Luther King try to save black people. You had Malcolm X try to save black people. Marcus Garvey tried to save black people. Even when Obama became president, Obama was gonna say all these things. No, Obama didn't do nothing for the black community.
Right.
No president's gonna do nothing for the black community. Because only way we get out of this, we gotta start keeping God's statutes and commandments. Start following the laws of God. That's it. Y'all understand that? So, who did this happen to as a people? I ain't even got to say it. Who did this happen to as a people? What group of people did this happen to? Did it happen to the black people, right? Because when we say that so when we say that we're Israelites, when we say that we're Israelites and we the real Jews, that's the truth. The people that's overseas right now are not the Jews. Give me the Revelation 2, right quick. Let me prove that. 2 and 9, right? We the real Jews of the Bible.
Right.
Them people faking to be you. They trying to be you over there. Watch this. Read.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation.
Now this is, Christ is saying, I know your works and I know the tribulation that you have faced, right? I know you've been into slavery. I know your babies were fed to alligator. I know you were sold, right? I know the tribulation. Read.
And poverty.
And poverty, because we are some of the most impoverished people on this planet. Read.
But thou art rich.
He said we rich. Now you got to think, why are we rich? Why are we rich? If we poor, we impoverished, we've been through tribulation, why y'all think we rich? Why y'all think the people on this sign rich? Why y'all think that? Let's take a guess. Let's give me a guess right quick. Why y'all think we rich? Christ saying we rich. How? You got an idea? Just take a stab at it, bro. Just guess. What you say?
I got do right, everything just turn back around.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So we got the power to turn things around. That's good. I like that. What you say, bro? Same thing? Okay, I like that. I like those. Read that again.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Wait a minute now. He said, I know the lies of the people who call themselves Jews. Who call themselves Jews today? Who call themselves Jews today? What you say, bro? Huh? Right. They call themselves Israelis. If you look up that word, I think it's like not native to the land or something like that, right? They already know. They say Jewish and they say Israeli. So you think about ish. If I add ish to anything, right? If I say, hey, your hoodie is black-ish, is that black or is something like black? Something like black. So they saying, they putting it right there in your face. I'm Jewish. I ain't no real Jew. I'm something like a Jew.
Right.
I'm pretending to be a Jew.
That's right.
That's all it means, right? Read it again.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
It said those people who trying to be you, he said they the chief house of Satan. They the synagogue. They the big dogs of Satan.
Right.
That's what they are. And we can see how they acting today. Mass murdering people today. We see it. Those people are not the real Jews. We the real Jews on the earth. We the ones in poverty. Christ only came for us. You understand? So what's your nationality, bro?
Mine,
Yeah.
black, white, and Native American.
No. What's your nationality?
My nat-
Judah, from the tribe of Judah. What's your nationality? All right, all praise, man. So y'all know y'all Israelites from the tribe of Judah. Give me that, where Christ came from. You got it already? What's this? That's the most important thing you need to learn today.
Right.
That you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's the most important thing you're gonna learn today. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody talking about the secrets of the earth and SpaceX and all that stuff. The biggest secret on this planet is to keep you from knowing that you're an Israelite.
Right.
That's the biggest, that's the greatest secret on earth right now. I'm gonna prove that to you. Right there, we get Psalms 83.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14.
Look it up.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Where he came from?
Out of Judah.
Lord Jesus Christ came out of the tribe of Judah. Great tribe right there. Same tribe. Y'all came from the same tribe Jesus Christ came from.
Right.
Watch this.
Right.
Psalm 83. Yeah, 83.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 1.
Now go to
Verse 2. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
It said they, meaning the other nations, have taken crafty counsel against our people, right? So you got to think about, that take a lot of effort. Because you think about, wait a minute, the United States don't get along with China. The United States don't get along with Russia. All these other countries. Like you see all this stuff going on, right? They have disagreements about this, about the border, and about all this other stuff. But it's one thing that they all agree on, is to keep y'all in the dark.
Right.
To keep you focused on not knowing that you're an Israelite. They all agree on that. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, they all agree to keep Negroes in the dark. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
He said, hey, let us cut them off from being a nation. Look on the back of that brother's shirt right there. It says, organized nation. Organized nation. We were a mighty organized nation at one point. You understand?
Right.
We had great leaders in the Bible.
Right.
They took all that away. Right? And we took it away because we was being disobedient. It was our fault. Right? We took it away. Read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. It said the name of Israel should be remembered. We know it's Israel over there, so that's telling you that they fake. It said the Israelites, us, knowing that you, Israel, will be in no more remembrance. Right? It said, yeah, they don't want you to know that. Read.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites.
Now he about to tell you who they are, right? He said they have conspired together against you. What's your name? Chris. They conspired against you, Chris, to keep you in the dark, to keep you thinking that you are African American, right? Read. Who is it?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom, the white man. That's the white man. Biblical name is Edom, right? Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Arabs.
Of Moab.
The Chinese people.
And the Hagarenes.
And then I don't even know who the Hagarenes is. I'm just messing with y'all. The Egyptians. The Egyptians, right? So there you go, bro. So you have been conspired against to know that you're an Israelite, bro. This is the greatest secret on the earth. All right? So what's your nationality? Judah. All right, hold on. You ain't got to go yet, are you?
I'll be a little bit on the front.
Where y'all got to go?
Right down the street.
To do what?
Tires changed.
Get a child change? Watch this right quick. Give me on Sabbath day. What's the day? I gotta show you what the day is, right? Today is the Lord's Sabbath day. I ain't brought this up yet. Today is the Lord's Sabbath day, right? 7th day of the week. Now you know you're Israelites. It's rules that come with knowing you're Israelites, right? It's regulations that come with being an Israelite, right? You're not just an average man anymore. You're not just an African American. You're not just black or whatever. You are an Israelite man, one of the greatest men on the face of the earth. Watch this.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
They say the day is the Lord's Sabbath day. They say remember the Sabbath day. We have to be told to remember this day because in the world, we look at Saturday as a day of what? Partying, right? Friday night, we always looking forward to the weekend, man. Let's go out. We going out Friday night. That's the Sabbath day. Where most killings happen? Friday night, Saturday. We don't supposed to be out there as Israelites. Read. We said we had to remember it because why? During slavery, it was taken from us.
That's right.
He gonna teach saying, remember. We gotta remember who we are. We gotta remember these days. We gotta remember our holy days and our heritage because it was taken away from us. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
It says 6 days a week, you do all your labor and do all your work. Right? 6 days a week, read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
So it said on the Sabbath day, we don't do no work on that day. Give me congregate. In that day, we don't do no work, right? We come together and we go out on the street. That's what we're doing, right? As men of the Lord. We congregate on the day. We don't go out and do no work. We don't go out and do no buying. We don't do no selling. And we don't do no cooking on today either, right? Because it's the Lord's Sabbath day, right? Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and the holy convocation. Ye shall do.
So what?
And holy convocation.
It's a holy convocation. Did y'all get flyers? So on the back of that flyer, we got a school in Adamsville, bro. We congregate today, right? Today is the Sabbath day. So y'all should be trying to make y'all way to the school, right? And you get more learning. Like, hey, I'm an Israelite, a normal Israelite. I know it's something that I should be doing. It's not this, right? It's not hanging out on Saturday. It's come and start congregating. Start learning who you are. Start learning your history according to the Bible, right? Learning what color Christ is. Learning what your forefathers did in the Bible, right? Not what the white man did. Learning how mighty our forefathers was. How great of warriors they were, right? What's going on, bro? So what we out here doing, we teaching our people who we are according to the Bible, right? That we the Israelites according to the Bible, right? I was just telling these young men that we Israelites. Let me ask you a question. Oh, you about to go? All right, man. Call that number on that flyer, man. Yes, sir.
Y'all keep doing this work.
Yes, sir. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's going on, man? What's up, little guy? How you doing? Hey, man, let me ask you a question, man. This your, who is this to you?
My son.
Your son? Oh, man, all praise. Let me ask you a question, young man. What color Jesus is? You sure? Point to him. Point to whichever picture you think of Jesus. Point to him? All right, okay. He said Jesus white, right? Now, where do you think he get that from? What color Jesus is, Dad? You say he black, but your baby son said he white. See the confusion right there? It's confusion. Where do you think he get that from? How old are you? He's 4 years old. 4 years old. Where do you think he get that from? I got an idea. Well, I can look at you and tell you exactly where he got it from. I can look at you and tell you where he got it from. Look on your neck. That cross.
Bring it out.
That's where it came from. That's the image. That image is of white Jesus, bro. There's nowhere in the Bible where God said put on a cross.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.